think we are live. Let's. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Now I can see the chat. Can you guys see me or hear me? Francesca, I just literally started this spur of the moment. I was supposed to have done it earlier, and I literally just got finished putting the auger on the back of the tractor. When we got home from the property, my neighbor needed help. He's got my trailer that I haul the tractor on, and he had it loaded down, 4 to 5 foot high with trees and brush, all kinds of stuff. So I had to offload all of that. I had to take the hay spear off the tractor to load up, and put the grapple on it, and attach the hydraulic hoses and all that mess. And I went over, offloaded the trailer, and I brought the trailer over here, and I disconnected my box blade on the back and hooked up the auger for drilling the holes in the ground to put our fence post in at the property in the morning. Anyhow, I just got finished about 4 minutes ago, and wearing you can see the sweat around my collar. I just stopped. But I told you guys I was going to do a show tonight, and the main reason for it was to announce the two people that won. I wanted to email to everyone who participated to let them know that we did have two winners, but there were so many. Holy cow! I was not expecting that many people to um, email in numbers to join on the show, and a lot of the people that sent in numbers, it was in my spam folder. I found all of them, and we closed out the drawing at 8:30 Central Time last night, and I'm still getting numbers in today, and it's kind of crazy, but it is what it is. But I do wanted to share with you guys the two people that won. They are part of our family here. Our sister Kathleen, and of course, you guys all know our sister Deborah Irvin. The two of them won, and what's so crazy? We had several people that had sent in two numbers instead of the 3 digit, and so I let them know that it was 3 digits or up to 4 digits. It was the original spread was 99 to 5,000, and when last night or night before last when I was doing the show, I let everyone know that the winning number would not be 99 or 100. So pick a number between 101 and 5,000. The winning number was excuse me, 613 was what the winning number was. And I am outside in the truck. I've got the winning number, all that still inside. But when I started pulling everybody's emails last night, there were so many. I was expecting, a few dozen, and wow, it was a lot. And so I had to open the envelope to find out what the number was to win a number. What was crazy is um, I don't think I explained the uh, the numbers correctly. I have a really hard time explaining anything. I'm not good at explaining stuff, and so a lot of people understood, to send in the 2 digit numbers. I had uh, one fella sent in, I think it was 11 was the number that he sent, and anyhow, I let everyone know that did send in 2 digits, that 3 digits or higher. And Deborah, she had sent in a number, and I let her know, to correct it. She corrected it, and I mean that they were Deborah and Kathleen were super close. They almost guessed the number, and that just kind of blew my mind. I wasn't prepared for that, but anyway, I'm just so glad. I'm so happy for them that they got to win these lights. They're awesome. I had a hard time contacting Brynite, and Martin, my friend who I go through with Brynite, I got a reply. I sent in the addresses for the shipping information to get the lights sent out to our sisters at one, and someone else that I don't know, I'm not familiar with, a lady emailed me back and let me know that Martin, oh, an ambulance. Martin, I guess he resigned from the company. I'm not sure, but he's not with them. And the lady who responded, she did let me know that they um, will be shipping out the lights to Kathleen and Deborah. And that scared me. You know, that was our very first drawing, and then something like that happened. I was afraid it wouldn't, they wouldn't get their lights, and then what do you do? That would have been bad. But I had, let me see if I can find where she emailed me, and I had her email me to let me know. Um, I mean, I didn't have her email me. Let's see. I'm trying to find it. I copied it. I don't know where it's at. But anyhow, the lights, um, they will be getting shipped to you if they haven't already. There's the reply that I sent to Nicole. She is my contact now. A lady named Nicole. I'm trying to find a copy of the email so I could read it to you, and I don't know where it is. But anyhow, the light should be coming to you gals, both of you. And congratulations on winning the lights. I'm so happy for you. You know, Deborah's been needing a light, and these lights are amazing. They're really good. You know, this right here is the other one, and this is one of them that's got the head strap. And let me pop it out of a little bracket. But this has got the swivel head, and I do like it. It's an amazing light. It's incredibly bright. But any of the lights with the swivel heads, just it seems like somewhere down the road there may be an issue with the swivel head leaking. There's the that's the lowest setting for this one, and there's the turbo. There we go. I had to go back, turn it off. The thing's really bright, but it's also got a clip on it. This one's quite heavy though, but I do use it. But the E18, the one that you gals have won on the drawing, they that light I use often. I use it regularly every day, or every evening. I do use it. Right now, the light I'm using for this is a Brightnight light. This was the little headlamp that's got the where's my button right there? It's got the red LED and the white LED. Then it's got the big light right there. I'm not going to turn that one on bright because it is just it's ridiculous how bright that is. It'll probably mess the camera up if I do that, so I'm not going to turn that one on. But I wanted to let you know, today we went up to the property and I took a walk down by the creek. I did film it. I've got all the footage on the tablet, which I'm using right now for this stream. And I took that voice record, the digital voice recorder, and I put it down the part by the creek where I found the flags, the ones that we were marking the road going through the property when I was clearing it with a tractor a year and a half ago, I think. We come back, a lot of the flags were missing. The following day, there were more flags missing. Within a week or two, all the flags were missing. And I just didn't know, you know, where we had planned the original road out because somebody took all the flags. And we're in the middle of nowhere. There isn't anyone coming through there regularly. And, you know, hunting season, people do roam around out there. But it was not hunting season. Well, sometime later, I was walking around out there at the creek and I found the flags, the missing flags. And a few of them were stuck through some limbs on a tree, little small limbs. They're, you know, little small things, but they were pushed all the way through them. And I thought somebody carried a battery drill in there and drilled some holes and put them in. They weren't rusted up when I found them. I mean they were a little bit, but it wasn't. They weren't real rough and lumpy with rust. And I tried like crazy trying to pull them out, and they won't come out. They're so tight. They're still there. But what I did today, I walked down the creek trying to find a spot to put that recorder, that digital recorder, and I put it right there. It's uh, probably 25 feet from where the flags are at, and there's a big pine tree there. And at some point between last year and now, that big tree fell, so it's laying over to where you got to kind of squat down and go under it. I placed that recorder right on top of it. Well, about 25 feet in front of it is them flags. There's a heavy trail right there, and so that voice recorder, our sister Lisa from New York had gave that to me, and it's got a lot of features. I don't know how to use all that stuff, but it's got the regular record. You can hit the record button, and it'll record, and it'll keep going for a long time. I don't remember the amount of time, but it's over 20 hours it'll record on one set of batteries. And I believe it's a 32 gig memory card in it, a 32 or a 64, I don't recall. But I set it down there near that spot, and I hit record. I filmed all of this, so I do have it on camera. And I walked out. It's still up there right now. And so it should be recording all night tonight. And tomorrow when we go up there and we start working, I'm going to go back there and grab the recorder. I've got to, I don't know how to put the audio files on the tablet where I can edit it and upload it, but I do plan on uploading it if I can figure out how to do it. And I'm not going to do it all in one video because that's a tremendous amount of audio to listen to, especially if it goes, 20 hours is a long time. But I can break it up and do multiple small videos. I've got to get some footage of something to put up to where you're not looking at a blank screen listening to audio. And tomorrow I may go up and take one of these cameras. I think I got one right here. I can take one of these little cameras right here, and I'll put it up on the waterfalls. We had a lot of rain the day before yesterday. It stopped raining about 3 o'clock yesterday morning, and so the creek is flowing pretty hard. The waterfalls are just really dumping water, and so maybe I can go and mount this and film the waterfall, get an hour and a half of footage, and use that footage and put the audio files. Silence the footage where you're not hearing the waterfall, and then put the audio file of what we're getting on the digital voice recorder on it. I don't know what we're going to get, but that area, you hear a lot of that weird language that it almost sounds Asian. It's got a really strange sound to it. We hear that a lot. When Carrie and Mark came up, they captured a lot of it on film, if I remember correctly. I have not seen the footage, so I don't know firsthand what all they caught, just from what Mark was telling me. But that area, you hear a lot of that talking stuff, that mumbo jumbo talking and grunting, growling. There's all kinds of sounds up in there. So maybe we'll capture something. But once I get that footage and I figure out how to upload those audio files, I may do an hour at a time. It's going to have a lot on it. But I did document when I filmed placing the camera, I did document the time that I put the camera up. So I may just skip forward all the way until it gets dark, and then use those clips, those hour-long clips, after sundown. The wind was blowing really hard today, most of the day. and so there'd be a lot of wind noise and probably limbs falling out of trees from the wind. So I'm hoping, like right now, there's a very slight breeze, but it's not enough to bring any limbs down, and it would be pretty easy to hear footfall in the dry leaves the way it is right now. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what's on it, but then again, I don't know if I really want to. I don't know if I want to know what's there. I mean, we know what's out there. I just don't like hearing or seeing anything else to verify that they're there. I don't like it. It's not for me. But anyhow, we it kind of needed to be done, and I've had a lot of you guys and gals have reached out to me, a lot of emails about putting recorders up or cameras up and letting them just roll all night. And I don't have a camera that would film like that. These little action cameras, they're DJI cameras, so they definitely film far longer than GoPro does. I get a little over an hour and a half on them, and that's filming in widescreen to where you get more, there's more to see. And I can get probably an hour and 45 minutes or longer if I filmed in standard view instead of widescreen. But widescreen, you can just see a lot more. And the lens on those cameras is amazing. The footage is crystal clear. But, oh, I do know how we can get a longer footage. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it. Got my camera box back here. Oh yeah, I got it right there. I've got well, a, it's a black web. It's a portable power bank. And it's got your plugs right there for charging. You could charge up a phone. You got your USB. And these cameras run off of a Type-C charger, which I have. I've got a long one I actually bought from GoPro a few years back, and I haven't really used it. And that cord is probably 6 feet long. I could put this in a Ziploc bag so it doesn't get wet, and maybe duct tape it to a tree limb, and then run the cord out and hang the camera up, and it will film until the memory card is full. And the card on that camera I just showed you, it's got a fairly big card. I've got a bigger card, but it acted up on me a couple of times when I was filming with it before. I have not tried it in the DJIs, but I used it in the GoPro. Oh, that's the Action 3. This one doesn't film quite as long. I think I've got a lot of stuff on the, yeah, this has definitely got footage on it. No, it's only got one file. So this one right here, this is the Action 3. It'll hold 118.7 gigs of video footage, which is quite a lot. But this other one, the Action 4, I've got a 256 gigabyte card in it, memory card. And this one tells me how many hours and minutes that memory card will hold. And it'll hold 9 hours and 27 minutes. I don't know if you can see it. It'll be up here in this corner. That's how much footage that memory card will hold. So I could plug that power bank into it and mount this down there. They don't do good in low light, so I may have to take that bright light and put it on the red light. Most of your animals, your wildlife can't see the red. Maybe I can do that, or take one of the other lights I have. The big Bronite handheld I use in hunting season, it's got a red beam. Maybe I can rig it up to where the light will run, until the memory card's full anyway, and let this thing sit there and just film. That would be interesting to see what we get. I may do that. the footage will take forever to go through. Normally, when I get these long videos, I just upload it, and a lot of you all, y'all have the eye and the ear for it. You have the knack for finding stuff, and I can watch a 10-minute clip and not see anything and upload it, and I have dozens of you guys will reach out to me with screenshots and crazy stuff that you found in the clip that I never even seen. I don't have an eye for that stuff. I wish I did, but I don't. Uh, but that'll be something in the near future. I'll be figuring out how to put that camera down there where we can run that thing all night. If we can get it set to where it'll film, if we can get at least 4 or 5 hours of footage, that would be great. But that memory card will hold over 9 hours. If I can get the 512 gigabyte card, I've got two of them. And if the card's not corrupt, if they'll work fine, I quit using them because when I used them in the GoPros, at the time I didn't know it was the GoPros that were having the issue. I kept going through memory cards, changing them out, and long story short, it was the cameras. It wasn't the memory card. But I haven't used those memory cards since. And if we're getting almost 10 hours of footage with a 256 gig card, we may get 17 or 18 hours on a 512. And that'll run all night. If that power bank will hold up that long, I can charge the cameras, the little battery pack. It has three, well, I see it. I just can't feel it. I know it's here. I'll show you the, come on now. I got two of these. This one only has one battery in it. My other one has three batteries. And that battery bank, last week or week before, I run three batteries down. One of them, I didn't charge it from the day before, and I run two of them down. So all three batteries were in the red. And when you see the green light, it's fully charged. In the red, they are out. They're empty. In the yellow, they are halfway charged. Green, they are at the upper tier of being charged, all the way up until once they're fully charged, the light goes out. And I charged the pack twice, and then I charged one of the two cameras. The battery was dead in the camera, and I just plugged the camera up, and I still had 60 something percent on that power bank. So it may run all night. We may be able to easily get 10 or 12 hours of footage, and I may do that. Oh. And this thing right here is Scott. It should be a, I can't hardly see. I'm trying to see the power button. It should be at 100%. Yeah, there we go. It's at 100% charge. This has been sitting in my camera pack for almost 2 years, around a year and 8 months. It was fully charged. I put it in that pack. I took it out last week because it's not being used. I figured it would go bad. I powered it up. It was still at 100%. It's been sitting in the bag. I have not charged it in a couple of years, but anyhow, this thing holds charge very well. And it's got, you plug, as soon as you plug something in, the little percentage thing will come up and it'll charge. But I can film with the DJI cameras. I can film while they're charging. I think I have to remove the battery from the camera, but I don't remember. I'll have to read up on it because I haven't done it yet with those cameras. But I think I am going to do that. Have another somewhat of an option. I don't know how it's going to pan out. We've got to get internet once we get moved up there. And Starlink is the route I'm going to go. For what we do and the research I've put into it, Starlink is the way to go for out there. They're fast enough. There's no buffering. You don't have to, wait on stuff to quit lagging before it uploads. Everything's really quick. And many people have compared it to fiber optic cable internet. Two of the people that I was watching, I watched several of their reviews they were doing with Starlink. They had fiber optics. One of them had fiber optics at the time they got Starlink in their camper, and they ended up canceling the fiber optic, and they went with Starlink in their home too. It was faster than fiber optic and more reliable from what they claim. I don't know. I haven't used it yet, but if it works as good as what I'm seeing, the reviews that I'm reading, they make these booster things. You mount your unit in your house, and you can go a couple hundred feet away from your home, and you put this little booster thing up. It receives the signal from your antenna, and it amplifies that Wi-Fi, and it pushes it out another 200 feet or so. But you can get several of them, and we might be able to get internet, high-speed internet over there near the creek. If we can pull that off, then I'll be able to. I can take one of the security cameras. I've got several companies that reached out to me about reviewing some security cams, and I could take a couple of them, and if I can get a way to put power on them, the two different companies that offered the security cameras for me to review, they are wireless security cameras. They have a built-in battery pack. One of them, the battery's supposed to last for an entire year before you have to recharge it. The other one didn't have a time frame. These are they're Asian made. I think both are from China, but they have night infrared for nighttime footage, and I may be able to mount those cameras down in the creek, watching these heavy trails, these game trails, and put a battery pack or something on them to keep them hot so they'll run all night, and might be able to link them to YouTube to where it's running a continuous, like a live show, but it'll be on the creek. I won't be there, but you'll be able to click on that link, that video at any time, and see what's happening in real time right there. I think that is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, so maybe it'll work. You guys, I can't see the comments. They'll pop up and then they go away, so please forgive me if I haven't answered. If you guys have asked a question, I have to hold the screen down. It's not doing it now. Live chat is on, but it's not showing me. Okay, now they just popped. Oh, a lot of people are here. There's Pappy, there's Jody, 12 Pearls. And I know I've seen Francesca. I don't know who all's here. The comment will only pop up for a second, then it fades out. And I have to touch the screen and wait until they populate again, and then they fade out. And you have to keep doing that until you read them. YouTube Live is very simple to do. It's just a couple of steps in your life, but you don't have the option of, or at least I haven't figured it out, how to keep the comments on the screen full time, so you can see them as they're coming up, and you can scroll down them, you can read comments as past. There's a lot of touching the screen. My camera's on this side right there, and I got to touch the screen right here where my finger's pointing. So I mean, I'm right here that far from the camera, so I'll be in the way of the lens constantly. I could have flipped it and put the camera on the other side, but I didn't think about that. I don't plan things real well. But I want to apologize for coming on so late. I know a lot of people are working. It was important to get out and let everyone know we did have the winners. And I'm sorry I was not able to email all of you back to let you know that we did get the two winners. If there would have been a couple of dozen of you that entered, it would have been simple. I would have definitely done it, but there were a lot, multiple pages, and Kim could tell you how long I was going through the emails last night, and there's been many more have come in since then. But going through them, getting everybody's number, and what I done where it was easier on me is I'd write their name down and their number, and then I went back and I double checked to make sure I had everybody's name and number right, and I had to do math when we get to where the winners were. There were a few that were close, and I actually had to use a calculator and find out who the actual winners were. But it was really, really close on a few of them, just single digits off. But it was fun. Hopefully, we'll get to do it again. I do have. We got a couple things going on. I just got an email. I don't know who this person is. They just sent a reply to me. This Amma Alina, whatever that name is, Amma Alima. Anyways, they have boots and they're wanting work boots and they're wanting me to test their boots. We got another company that is wanting me to be an ambassador for them, and I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that means. And got two other companies with trail cameras they're wanting me to test for them. One of them, I just got the email from him a couple of days ago, and I'm waiting for him to send some more information on the type of camera it is, because I haven't seen anything. He hadn't sent me a picture, no information about what type of camera. And the reason I love doing trail cameras, I know trail cameras, I understand how they operate, and those are real easy for me. But every once in a while, these companies that reach out to me to review a camera, they're cellular. A lot of them are going cellular now. And some of the companies, they'll send you the camera to do the review, but you have to buy the minutes to put on it in order to do the review, to do it proper. And one of them, I kind of got into a little, not an argument, but trying to explain to him. And he said, it's a small investment for what you're going to make in return for commission and sales and advertising. And I explained to him, my channel's not monetized. I don't charge the companies that I'm doing this for, I don't charge them anything. I don't make commission. I make nothing from it. And if I have to spend money to review your product, I'm just not going to do it. It's not worth it for me. And, just trying to be nice about it. And he couldn't understand it. And he kept replying back to me, I'll make enough money back off doing the review through advertisements. And finally, I had to block his email. He just kept coming up with the same argument about all the money I'd make off doing reviews for his camera. And I looked at it. It is an Amazon camera, and I looked at it on Amazon finally when I got the link, and it's not one I would spend no more than about $15 to $18 for. I mean, it was pretty much garbage, but anyhow, it's some of them are, and I choose not to review those because if it's a bad product and you put out a truthful your truthful opinion about it, and if it's got issues, it could a lot of people could receive it wrong watching the review, and it could cause damage to the company in the end. They could make 100 fantastic products and make one that just isn't no good, and if you do a bad review, it could really cost that company a lot in the end. And so if a product's bad, I do not put a review out on it. I just don't do it. And I'm actually going through that right now with a product that's sitting right here beside me, and they're pushing. I explained to them the situation, and I just don't like doing reviews on stuff that doesn't work as advertised. And they're really wanting the review out. So this may be the first one I put out that isn't high rated in my opinion, but I'll get that sorted out next few days anyhow. But we got a few of them. This one here, I wonder. Let me see if I can pull this up. I may pull it up right now and show you guys. Holy cow! That is one link, and that is a huge link. Please check the following link. Okay, for the boots. Work boots. Okay, it's just the big title. Okay, they're regular work boots. They got a 4-star rating. These are Amazon boots, and I'll show them to you. right quick, let you guys see. That's the one right now that they're wanting me to do the review. And if you look up here, the review on it, it's 4-star review, which is pretty good. 4-star out of 811 people. Wow. They come in black, a dark brown, and sort of a tan color. There's the prices on them right there. You guys can see 80, what is it, 82 to $88. I may do that one. It's the ACDSAF store. ACDSAF. Let's see what their store is. Oh, they have a lot of footwear. Okay. Well, this might be one we may be doing soon. Maybe. I mean, there's their store link. This is Amazon, you guys. And that's just, some of the stuff that they're putting out. I don't know what that is. Yeah, they got a lot of boots. They got some decent looking shoes in there. That's cool. But I'm still waiting on an answer back on, it's another trail camera, a different company. And that one is also a cellular camera. And I'm waiting for them to send me more details on it. As far as what the requirements are. If I got to pay for cell service to do the review on the camera, I'm not interested. I can't afford to spend any money doing reviews for these companies because I'm not making anything on it at all. If I were profiting from it, if we were monetized and I was profiting, then yeah, absolutely. You have to invest to make money if that's what you're set out to do. But we're not doing this to make money. Our YouTube channel, this is our connection to the rest of our family, our extended family, which is all of you. And this is how we sort of, stay in touch and share our life and what's going on our side of the world with the rest of you. And it's just right now the time it's not right to monetize it, and I don't know that I will ever monetize it. But if it happens, it happens. But I don't know that I would do it anyway to Standing Goats Rescue. If I were to ever to monetize one, I'd probably just start a different channel to do that. But that's further down the road. What else I need to write things down because I can't never remember what I want to tell everyone. I remember it up until I hit the go live button. When I hit go live and it pops up, my brain goes blank. It deletes everything. So I am bad about that. There's my I'm still impressed with these, you guys. The True Dave, yeah, they're getting marred up. I do wear them. That's the boots. Did you guys ever get a good look at them? Look at the tread on them things. They are aggressive, and they do not slip. They really bite the ground wherever you're at. And I have put them through cane. They're marred up. You got a nice toe stop here when you're taking your boot off. Take your other shoe and just kind of push it off your foot. Very easy to remove. They're very snug up on the calf. The True Dave boots. I do like them. I liked them when they were formerly dry coat, and I still like them. And we got something. I'm working out some stuff with True Dave right now. Well, they may be an offer on some things in regards to what we do for them in the reviews, and I'm waiting to hear back from him. Uh, I don't know what they're wanting from me as far as what they expect, and so we're kind of trying to iron things out. And it may be a long-term sponsorship, which would be fantastic, and if they're going to provide me with footwear to test and wear to help advertise, on their behalf, then, that would help us tremendously because I go through boots like crazy. I wear them out. I don't walk good. I'm very heavy. I'm overweight. I'm heavy, and I move in ways that I shouldn't be able to move at my age. Not or my age and build the way that I'm built. I shouldn't be as limber as I am, and so my clothes don't hold up. My footwear don't. None of my clothes do really. I'm hard on everything. But if that works out, that'll be fantastic. And of course, once I get all the details, if I do agree to do it with them, then I will absolutely fill you guys in, let you know what's going on with that. And if it becomes like a long-term partnership with them, a sponsorship program, then I will have to incorporate some type of advertisement form, to where maybe at the beginning of the videos, put something small up on screen somewhere, just advertising form. And I don't mind doing that. I'm not going to run it through the entire video. I don't want to add a 2 minute uh, advertisement in the video to where, any videos that we do, I speak for 2 minutes on their products and all that stuff. I don't know about that. I don't care for that stuff. Some of the channels that I've watched that they do that, they're monetized. They're doing it for a living. I will fast forward. I will hit the little skip button, skip forward 10 seconds until I get past those little advertisements where they're just doing their version of an advertisement for the people that they're sponsored by. And I understand that. I agree with it, how it works. You kind of have to do it when companies are sending you products. It helps them in marketing and advertising, and it helps you in providing you with some of the gear that you need to, that you'd go through anyway on a daily basis. Like, these lights from Brynite, they're amazing. Brynite makes some fine equipment, really good quality. Everything about what they make, there's a lot of the workmanship that's went into making these lights is amazing. They're really, really good, and I just couldn't be better. And to carry a sponsor like that, someone like a professional, like a hunting guide, a professional hunting guide, someone that's going to be out in the woods early morning, these big timers, big time people that are doing it for a living, for them to pick up a sponsor by something like this, you would kind of expect it. And for someone small like us to get it, I'm blown away. It's a blessing in of itself. It's helped us, just absolutely. It's helped us, and we couldn't be more grateful. Thank God for the good companies like that are willing to, put out a little bit in order to help, spread their existence, their where they sit as far as in relation to the other light companies that are in our country. They are made in China. Almost everything that's over here is made in China. These iPhones right here, all the parts that make it a smartphone are made in China. It doesn't matter. I don't care where the stuff is made. China pays tariffs. They pay a bunch of really high taxes to sell their products here, but it's all part of what makes the world go round. All these different countries, we produce a lot of stuff that is sent worldwide, and it would hit us as a country. It would mess us up pretty bad if these other countries, went against U.S. products and quit buying. It would hurt us bad. It would hurt them with some of the products that they're getting from us, but in return, it works the same way with the U.S. Getting products. I mean, like automobiles, Toyota, Honda, Nissan. These vehicles run forever. They last a lifetime, and they're somewhat inexpensive, and they've taken over the market here. But they're good. You want a good, dependable car. If you're going to spend $50,000 on a vehicle, I'd want it to last forever. And me personally, I would probably buy a Toyota. And it's just me. I'm not against buying Asian made vehicles or European, I don't care where it comes from. You know, anything that I wear, that I use, period, I don't care where it comes from. As long as it is functional and it serves its purpose, it doesn't matter to me. You know, all of the different companies, they pay a lot of taxes and tariffs, and they pay a lot out the backside to be able to market their products here in our country. And I think they deserve a go at it, just like any U.S. company does. Anyhow, but anyhow, guys, I'm just blabbing. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Right now it is 9:26 p.m. here Central Time. We're in the Panhandle area of Northwest Florida. We'll be going to the property tomorrow, and I just while I'm thinking about it, I wanted to send a gigantic thank you to all of you who participated in this drawing. This was my first one I've ever done, and I was sort of in a blind panic. I didn't know what I was doing, and Martin helped me. Um, my friend Martin, who was with Brian Knight, he's no longer with them now, but he helped me get this set up. The thumbnail that I put up advertising for that show, Martin designed that, and he had that put out on Brian Knight's on their other platforms like TikTok and Instagram and all that. He designed that and he put it up to try to help bring more people in to help us support the channel, and but also to take part in the drawing. And I think that's where a lot of the people came from, because I was not expecting the showing that we got. It was a ton of people showed up, and I'm so grateful for it. Even the ones that were just passing by. And you know, something that you guys, I don't think I've ever said it. And one of the emails I got, and I read it, I think it was early this morning or last night. I don't remember. I woke up and went to check the time. I think it was this morning. And on the iPhone, when you wake up the iPhone, you just pick it up and turn it. Your notifications, if you got emails, text messages, calls, anything, they'll show up in order. And an email was up there, and I seen where it said something with the Brian Knight giveaway and subscribing to channels. And so I read it. I was half asleep, half awake, and they were asking if about me asking people to like, share, and subscribe, and I don't do that. You know, it's not what it's about. It's, if you don't like it here, why should you have to subscribe to my channel or like my videos just to win a like? You know, it's a free drawing for everyone. And I'd never ask anybody to subscribe to join us. You know, if the Lord's led you here, you'll know right away whether or not you need to join us as a family. You know, we've got something really good going here with all of you. And there's a lot of people that just weren't never meant to be part of us, and that's fine. They're welcome to any giveaway, anything that we do. I will never make any type of requirement that you must like, share, or subscribe to anything I put out to participate in any type of drawing, anything that we do. If we're doing anything here on Standing Goats Rescue, everybody's welcome, and nobody's required to do anything other than, you know, whatever the entry rules may be, which, like this last one, you just had to pick a number between 99 and 5,000. I mean, that's sort of the rules, was that pick one number and stay in that gap, and that's it. You know, people don't have to subscribe, they don't have to do none of that. I support you know, this being a free country, a free world, and you having choices and being able to do what you choose and what you feel is right. And if it doesn't feel right joining us here, then don't do it. It's no big deal. It's not going to hurt anyone. You know, it blesses us as more people join our family here. It's amazing. We're very blessed. You know, the more people that you're able to reach out to, and especially when someone's in need and we reach out to do a prayer request, to have our prayer warriors jump on board and help these people. The more people that are participating in that, the outcomes are getting so much better with, you know, the problems that do show up and we do prayer requests for. uh, so many more people are getting through what they're dealing with. And it's just due to numbers, where three or more come together in prayer, the Lord is there. His presence, His power is there. And there is definitely power in numbers for sure. But I just want to thank everybody. Thank you all for participating. Thank you just for being there. And thank you for being here tonight. I've got some articles. They're actually behind me in the back seat. I'm just too tired to read them. And there's two of them that I haven't shared with you yet. And Brother Don Moore, he texted me last week and told me which two, and I don't even remember which ones they are. I didn't take the last ones out that I did share already, and I don't remember which ones they were. I had an issue with a couple of them. I filmed the articles, got home, started editing. There was no audio on half of it, so I had to redo it again, refilm it, and I refilmed it 4 times. And the last time I was pretty aggravated. I had audio, but the battery went out, the camera shut off. I didn't know it, so I was missing the last 20 minutes of the articles. And I never completed them. I thought I did, but I never went back and completed them. So I got those two articles. I just don't remember which two they were. And they're all in this folder behind me, but the folder's that thick, and I'm not sure which two they are. So I will be doing those soon. I promise I'll be sharing those with you. And Brother Don has more articles he'll be sending to me soon. It wouldn't, if he sent them today, I still couldn't really do nothing just yet with them. We're pretty busy. We're trying to get the new place ready so we can start, getting real serious about getting moved up there. But we will be we will be doing the articles. Absolutely, I promise you that. They're coming. And then as we start getting moved in, we'll be sharing that with you. And the audio files, whatever we get on the digital voice recorder, I'll be picking it up tomorrow. And I'm only going to scan through it. I'm not going to listen to all of it. If you got 10 hours of audio, it's going to take 10 hours to listen to it, and I don't have that kind of free time. And so I will probably just I don't know how to pull up the files to see what time the file was generated, what time it was filmed, but I'm going to figure that out, and I'll probably upload a clip, do an hour or an hour and a half at a time of the audio file, starting at sunset when the sun first started going down. I may start right there, and just over time until we get the entire night put up. I am interested to hear what was captured on it. I probably ain't gonna like what I hear, but a lot of you guys are, everyone's interested in those things, the weird evidence, the weird sounds. It just, sometimes it's pretty scary, especially when you hear it on a camera or a device that you put out and it's on your property and them things are there. That's when it kind of hits home. And yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking knowing that you got things like that close to your home, or where you will be living very, very soon. Um, oh yes, I just seen Francesca's. Oh, doggone it, it went away again. Hold on, you guys. Oh, I did not know I could do that and get them all up. Holy cow! I'm so sorry. Yes, Sharon. The winners were Kathleen and Deborah Irving, and they were really, really close. I don't know if I put their numbers in. But yeah, Deborah Irving and Kathleen. I do not have permission to use her last name, so we're not doing that. But she is part of our family here. Kathleen's been with us, and those two they won the lights, and they were actually really close to hitting the number, like being dead on. They were quite close, and the winning number was 613, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm almost positive it was 613 because several of them I had to get the calculator out and do the math between, you know, the number they guessed and the winning number, because a few of them were really close, and it was kind of hard to tell. But Kathleen and Deborah were really close, but they were the two that were the closest. So congratulations to both of them. God bless them. I'm so glad they got them. Deborah really needed a good light, and I'm so grateful. Um, if you guys would, this is for Kathleen and Deborah. When you receive your light, please let me know. Please email me. My good friend Martin is no longer with Brynite, and sometime within the last 2 days, um, he resigned from there. And the lady that's now taken over his department, I have no idea who she is, but I I sent in shipping information, and she assured me that uh, they will be sending those lights out, and they should have been sent out today. So please, if you would, when you receive them, let me know. If you don't receive them, their shipping has been pretty fast when they would send lights to me to review. Normally 4 days to 5 days, I would get them. But this time next week, if you haven't gotten them, please let me know. Today is Thursday. What is the date today? March 28th. Ooh, I got 1 month from my birthday. I see the 28th, and just something in my mind tells me birthday, but it's next month. It ain't this month. I will be 19 years old next month, or kind of. I'll be a little close to it. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me. I love all you guys and gals, and I'm so grateful for you two ladies that have won the lights. That is absolutely amazing. I'm excited. It's like I won them. I'm so excited for you guys. I've won very, very few drawings like that in my entire life, maybe two. And the excitement was overwhelming for me when I did win. And I can feel the excitement of even the, I mean, it's just a light, but it's a really nice light. It's a jam up light. But just the excitement of winning when I found out who won, I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to celebrate, but it wasn't my celebration. It was for them. But I'm tickled. I'm glad that they won them lights. They deserve them. You know, if I had my way and I could pull it off, every one of you would have one of them lights for sure. I would love to be able to do that. But they are certainly worth the money. I've got the E18 light, the one they won, with a model, the one that they'll be getting. I got it right there. I don't know if I can reach it. Maybe. Oh, nope, that's the HL18. It had to fall underneath. We went down the heading to the property today, and all the rain has washed the road out really bad. But anyway, this is the light that they've won right there, the E18 FEM. That is an absolutely amazing light. That little bitty thing right there will blind you. There it is, right there. And that is just an incredible light. I love it. There's your little power button. When you turn it on, it'll light up. See the green light, and when it goes dead, it'll be red. Let me see if I can try to put it on something. Get the power button. That's the low mode right there. This is gonna blind me. There's the turbo mode. I mean that's a lot of light for this little bitty thing here. You could just about see the beam right there. Golly. Ooh, I can feel the heat coming off of it. I didn't. From that far away, you guys, I can feel the heat on it. Wow. Ooh. And there's that moon mode, super low mode right there. And it's got several different light modes, levels. If you hit the button and hold it, it'll increase one level at a time as you're holding the button. When you get to where you want it, you let off the button, it'll stay there. You power the light off. Next time you turn it on, it does have battery memory. It will go back to the mode you turned it off in, where it was last. This is the mode that I keep it in when we're using it here at the yard or at the property. This is one step above the lowest setting, is this one right here. And I'll shine it in my face. I'll close my eyes. Just so you can see how bright it is. I've got this light on. Here, let's cover this one up just for a second. Oh, I'm seeing dots, and I have my eyes closed. But they're fabulous light. I don't think you could ever go wrong. And to win one of these for free is, man, that's a blessing. And I'm so glad, for I'd have been tickled to death over any of you winning them. I'm just so glad the two ladies that won them are part of our family here, and that's just a blessing in itself. It's been a good year, for all of us. It's been tough, definitely been tough, and it's only going to get tougher with everything that's happening right now. So you guys, please pay attention to the times we're coming into. We are coming into an election season. You've seen what happened the last few elections. It's only getting worse. It doesn't matter who you're wanting to vote for, who you care for. None of that matters. We are the little people. Whatever's happening with the governments of the world, not just the U.S., but of this planet, there is a wickedness involved in it. And all of this fighting, this crookedness, everything that's happening, if any of us would have pulled anything like what's going on right now with the governments of the world, we would be put away for life. And it's happening like at a regular level. But we got a lot of things coming. Biblical events are starting to unfold. April 8th, we've got that solar eclipse. Several, I don't know if it's states or counties. I know Texas is doing it, but several of them have issued um, like a national emergency. I can't remember, a state of emergency or something for the day April 8th when this solar eclipse is coming. Why would they issue a state of emergency for an eclipse? We've had hundreds of them. There's never been a state of emergency that I remember. So something crazy is happening. A lot of things are unfolding. So just make sure your lamp, your spiritual lamp, is full. Stay close to home during these times. What's a lot of weird stuff's going to happen. Stay prayed up. That way, when things do go bad, we will get the early warning from the Holy Ghost, and we'll at least have a heads up on them. We'll be above or not above the crowd. We will be ahead of them a little bit, and it's a scary time. So just look out for one another, look out for your neighbor, and just be prepared. Don't be scared. Just be prepared. God to get us through for sure. If He don't, pull out the old bang stick and plow your way through. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go in and go lay down. I'm really tired. We got to get up early in the morning. I got to hook up the tractors right here beside the truck. I've got to load it on the trailer, hook the trailer up to the truck, and we're going to go to the property so I can start putting in the power poles that we're going to use for fence posts. I got to start putting them in, and maybe run some wire tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see, but we got to get started on it, and that'll be tomorrow. And I'll try to film some of it. I've got a lot of footage in my tablet right now that I've got to edit. I got to get it put up. I just haven't had time. But thank you all again. I love each and every one of you. God bless you and all you do. If there's anything I can do for you, or if you have something you'd like to share with the rest of us here, please shoot me an email. The email address is the channel name at yahoo.com. Standing Goats Rescue at yahoo.com. And I will absolutely get back in touch with you. I will reply. Normally it takes me 2 or 3 days to respond, but right now I've got a bunch of emails, and I need to go through them because a lot of people not only sent in a number, they actually wrote me um, a like a private message, an email, and I need to respond to all of them. But there's so many. So if you did email me, please bear with me. There are a lot of them. I don't know, 170, 180. It's a lot of them that I have to go through, but I will. I will get caught up again. I always do. It just takes me a little time. But I will see you all very soon. Thank you again. God bless you all. Congratulations to Deborah and Kathleen, and thank all of you who participated in that. We will see you guys very, very soon. Be kind, be well, be blessed, and be safe in all you do. Y'all have a good night and a happy Easter. It's around the corner. Just remember why we're celebrating it. It's not for that funny looking bunny rabbit pumping out colored eggs, but we like eggs. Y'all have a good evening. We'll see you soon. Bye bye. Now I've got to try to figure out how to turn this off. I can't never remember how to shut down the YouTube one. Oh, there it is. Good night, you guys.